What's up, guys? Today is another Let's Make It series, and I'm gonna show you how to make this Barbie Pringle box. This is just perfect for the premiere of the movie next week, because who would not love to have this to go watch the movie? I would love it. As if you don't know our channel, we have different levels and how much you need to invest in supplies and crafty hands. So if you wanna learn, we have basic, best, better, and bougie. Just keep watching. Hi everyone, this is Danny from Danny Tutorials, and my girls are so excited for the Barbie movie next weekend. Then I decide to make this project. So the Let's Make series now at the channel is always gonna have 3 levels of difficulty or skills or materials. The basic, then is basically print and cut and you're done. The better, then you need to add some materials here and there. And the best, that's that showstopper, party decoration, beautiful little things that you can make. And of course, now we're gonna have our bougie level, then is our members, exclusive content for our members, free downloads of all the projects here at the then you see on the channel, and much more. So if you want to know, just click on the description and you can see all about it. So let's start the basic. So you have one page, then it can give you 2 cans. They are I print them and vinyl, the printable printing paper or vinyl paper. And then I'm using the smaller Pringle can. Then there's one that is a little bit taller. Then you can use the template. Just put it like a white bar on the top and on the bottom. So you could use as well, or you can, I feel like for individual gift is a big can. So I like the little ones because we can put it more together if you're decorating the table, or if you're giving to a team or to friends in school. I think that's enough. So we're gonna start with this one. What I do first, always when you're making something for your customers, just quick get a alcohol in your hand, not just for that, for being clean, but if you don't have any paint or color, if you're working on adult crafts, get the top off, and we're gonna fold it that little tag under, because we don't want to see that outside. So this whole piece goes around the can and is a sticker paper. So I will show you guys a trick and how to do that without going like out of the place or not being straight. So you just get the sticker paper, open a little piece on one side, and you're gonna do the same thing, a little piece on the other side. And you're gonna leave the middle part like with the sticker paper. So you get something on this, like on the Pringles, there's a line where their own sticker goes together. So try to use that line right there to help you to make your line be straighter. So now we just have a little piece of my tape, this print label, then it's gonna stick. I'm not going to stick too hard. I'm just gonna see where my paper is, because I might need to be able to adjust after. This whole part that I'm putting now doesn't have the stick, so I don't need to worry about it. I just need to really pull it together and tight to don't have any loose, between one side and another. And now my stick paper is gonna start sticking again. So I can just set up, put the other part on top of it, and close. So it's much easier for you to make linear to the can instead going all in zigzag and all like out of place and looks weird. So now it's straight and it's perfect on your can. Just a little tip and trick on how to do that. So now we need the details of the letters. You can, even if you don't have how to cut it, write the name, write the letter, just use your imagination. Get a pink Sharpie and write a name if you don't want to go to the trouble to, cut it and glue it and things like that. I'm using that little 3D tape just to give a little charm, but all up to you. You can just glue it there. As I said, write it, do, whatever is easier for you. This is the basic, and it's already amazing. Like, look at the difference. This is just a Pringle jar. How a little girl going to the movie will not die for that, to have that. Is that cute? So now I'm showing that you can use any color. You can use this one circled one that I'm showing now because it's on a template. This Barbie one is for the other side to cover the other ball. But if you want to use that one, because it's going to be on your template, you just get the one that is measured for the top part and just place on the best place that you think about on the Barbie or the image you're cutting it, and just making it smaller. You don't need a Cricut or a paper puncher, nothing like that. Just go slow and pick your color. So this one that I'm using is the one that you guys gonna see on your template when you print. Put it the plastic top on, and now this one has just a little bit more details. So we're gonna place the Barbie on the top, and I used a little bit of that 3D tape, but you don't need it. And then we just place her name. So now we have basic done. We are going to start with our level better. What that better means, it means that we need a little bit more materials. So now we're gonna need a ball, acrylic ball, and some glitter and things like that. So this acrylic ball is 3 inches wide, and I will leave the link down below for you guys to find it. Exactly the one I buy from Amazon, because it comes when I need it, and it's always here. This little tag here, don't worry about it. You just really bend it down and it will bring, and if it's just a little bit spiky, just use like a sand nail filer or something like that, and just go to town. You can use any glitter, any glass bead, but just remember, some glitters are gonna be all around the surface of the ball, and then it's gonna hide it a little. So I try to refrain my glitters and try to use things more like this than a little tiny confetti balls, because they don't stick in anywhere. And this, if I'm not mistaken, was sold in the Dollar Tree at the end of the year as snow. So I always use these little jars to use my glitter, because my kids stopped taking the jars for school that was supposed to be juice. And also on Amazon too, I can see if you still have it. They stopped using it, so I start using for glitter. And just play with the colors of your team, like Barbie, right? It's pink and white and gold and blonde, all those yellow colors. So try to keep all your details, your little glitters and you things like that on that color scheme that you're making it to be, because it's gonna look cooler. But just go wild, do whatever you want, as many as you want. But this is what I'm setting up here. Look, it's gonna shine, and some of the glitters, as you can see, it will be the static on that glass, that acrylic actually. So this is my favorite. So you can see there are handmade like Barbie little confetti, and they are so perfect because you can see the name, and they add some like a little fancy detail to yours. So I'm adding a couple of them, and then if you want to know how to make them, you can participate to our bougie level. Then it's our family here on YouTube, or you can click the link and buy it. If you don't want to go to the trouble to make it, you can do that as well. And the link is going to be down below, like Barbie confetti, 3D Barbie confetti maybe. So now, as you can see, I check if my paper will fit first, just to be sure. And then I go to my hot glue to don't get hurt. I go around the paper instead trying to put it on the top of my acrylic ball. And then I just be sure that the paper is one side, right? And then you just let it go. And you still have a time to play around with your paper, like to one side to another, to be sure that every single little part of that is glued on an acrylic, or all this glitter, when you shake, it's just gonna fly everywhere. So take your time to go around with the hot glue and just really place it together. And if it has any piece of the paper out, just cut it and make your circle perfect. And then we're gonna glue this half ball on the top of the plastic of the Pringles. So this is level better. You added a little bit there and it's not going crazy, okay? So I actually, want to make the video, I use this glitter tape, but I thought it was unfair to not be on the template. So on the template, if you're getting the template on PP3 Designs, you're gonna have that part as well on the template. And if you are a member of our channel and you're getting your template there, you're also gonna have that. So I just put it there to, finalize, don't see the seams where everything goes together, hide the magic, just let the pretty to see. So now we're gonna start our level best. That's like you need a little bit more materials, a little bit more supplies, a little bit more details. You have a little bit more time, or you like crafts just like me. So we're gonna have a little bit more of the numbers because we're gonna need them twice so you can overlap them so they are a little bit more 3D. We need the ribbon. We need a couple other little things that are gonna make you the next step. It's gonna make everybody talk about it. You know, for now it was like super cute. Everybody loved it. Your daughter loved to go to the movie with that snack. But that one, the bougie and the best, is more like for parties and or something very special like a birthday tray. I will show you guys how to set up a birthday tray, and here one day in the future coming. But there's so many ways that you can use that. So now I'm just repeating with that 3D tape that gives it a little bit more space and 3D effect on my name. I put another piece of the number and another piece of the Barbie name. And we're gonna do the same thing with all those pretty confettis or glitters, whatever you want. As you can see, I'm not putting the glitter because I wanna show you guys the difference and what I mean when they stick on the acrylic. So here I just put it like this snow that doesn't glue at all. That's why I have them in a jar and I use also my white glitter and some of the beads and things like that. And I am going to place my Barbie around as well on my paper. So it's easy. And for this one to don't fall on my acrylic top, I do use a little bit of hot glue on the Barbie as well, just to be sure that that tape is gonna stay in place. And I'm gonna go around with the hot glue, being sure that it's everywhere, and we're gonna place on the top of the acrylic ball. Be careful with your hands because hot glue can be really mean sometimes. So you see, then we have all around. And then I use the other circle that is on your template to put it in the back. And with the same tape, then you're gonna also find another template, piece on the template to use your sticker tape with. We are going to place around. The only trick here is try to be as straight as possible and leave a little bit, like almost in the middle of the tape. I want an edge on the top of this part that has the picture to cover, to kind of frame that image and give a little bit of pink when you're looking from the behind as well. So I'm just trying to make that edge that I'm leaving to the top of the circle be the same. And then I'm just gonna cut it a little bit so they are easier to fold. And then you can see better what I mean about frame. So I just left a little over tape to the top, and now I'm just folding it to frame that pretty picture. Just like that. It's just to give a detail because, you know, sometimes you have a cake table in your party and nobody goes behind it, but normally people go behind it. So you make everything look pretty as well. So now we're gonna make that little ribbon bow actually. So I fold my ribbon in half and then I just squish the middle. It's the easiest way to make bows. So you go in the middle, you put the pretty part of your bow down, and then you fold it and you squish in the middle. And I will have, if you guys have a little question and those was too fast, just leave me a comment below so I don't forget and I can make a video on how to do that. And it's the easy way to make bows when you're making tons of those boxes or Pringle cans or party favors or gifts for your kids, cheer team, things like that. When you need to make a bunch, how is that we can make pretty bows that doesn't use a lot of ribbon and it's fast to do. So I just put the two bows on top of each other, hot glue the Barbie on top, and now I'm showing a little extra than we have there, little lights. It gives such a like an extra factor to this, you know, Pringle box when you're using for party especially. And also, that's what I gave to my daughters to go watch the movie. How cool it would be if they are walking inside and the lights are shining. They're gonna feel like when you go to Disney, you pay $70 to get the Mickey then lights up in the middle of the night because it's 9 o'clock and your kids are tired, but you want them quiet. That's what happens. So the lights makes the difference. And I'm just using my hot glue to place my lights in place. Just be sure then when you put your acrylic on top, you using the back to see if you're in a half of your crayon, okay? Because it's easier to see. So it's like the half of the can should be perfectly to your acrylic, so it doesn't look then it's falling back. Just be sure then you're looking this piece right front of it, so you can place, the position the best, the way you like the best, I should say. And I'm using a hot glue. I normally use the cold hot glue, the one that doesn't really risk to melt any of the plastics, but I didn't have it, so just go slow, let it cool off. And then with the same hot glue that you're using to glue the ball, glue the lights, it's kind of like you put it all together so they all stick together, kind of balance. And it's done, guys. And don't forget to cut it right there, the ribbon too, if you have that little, tail down. And it's easy. You just need to be a little bit patient and have the material, but you can pop those pretty cans like crazy. And how much difference will be to have a Pringle box like that, even for a party favor. It's such a cute idea, instead of buying a bunch of dollar crap stuff on a Dollar Tree and put it in a bag, then it's just go to the trash. And I want you guys to know also that we have our Leisure Bougie. It's our exclusive content for our family members here in YouTube channel. Then you get more designs, you get more colors, you get so much more lives and talks and tips and tricks. So if you want to be part of that too. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We're gonna have more Barbie coming up this week because the movie is gonna be out next week. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you. Bye.